Hi guys, welcome once again to the RK Mohanty. Recently, the Indian market, the craze of the SUVs increases in the Indian market. And at that time, Isuzu presenting its SUV, the MU-X, and the Isuzu MU-X presenting in the India in the 2018 as replace of the MU-7. The Isuzu MU-X based on the D-Max cross platform, and in the engine segment, the 3-liter diesel engine DDI BGS, and it's all about the introduction part of the Isuzu MU-X. I am RK Mohanty. I give the review of this today, and before going to start the review of this, and please be subscribe our channel, be follow on Instagram and also the Facebook, so more update about the automotive news. So let's start the review of this Isuzu MU-X. This is the front view of this Isuzu MU-X. Let's start to the front, and let's can see the chrome finish touch in the front bumper. It's a tag over here in the Isuzu, and in the down the dual tone bumper attached here, and in the bumper there is the attachment of the daylight running LED, in the fog lamp over here. In the top there is a projector headlight over here, and the indicator as well. In the down there is enough space, enough ground clearance, 230 mm of the ground clearance. So let's get into the side profile of this vehicle. In the side profile of this Isuzu MU-X is quite fair, as like a looking as like a design of this alloy wheels, and such arrangement is quite nice. So let's see the alloy wheels, and this is the 17 inches of the crystal cut alloys, and 255 by 56 at 17 tire, well, a wider tire for the better off-roading, and the disc brake with the ABS system, and the same tire in the rear also. And here is the leg guard over here, and here is the leg guard over here, and the offside and the side door, the indicator over here. It's quite fair in the side profile of this Isuzu MU-X. It's really nice. So let's get to the rear side of this vehicle. In the rear there is a Tata light over here, and there is written over here the 4WD this is the 4-wheel drive vehicle, and here is the tag over here. The MU-X, this is the model name, and the supercharged engine, the diesel supercharged engine written over here. This is the pure rear side view of this Isuzu MU-X. So let's get into the inside of this vehicle. This is the driver cabin. Have a look. You can see here the electric adjustment of this, the seat, the electric adjustment of function over here. And in the door side there is a arrangement of the leather touch over here, and the chrome finish in the unlock, and there is a arrangement of these electric window options is there, and there is a cup in the bottle, 1 liter bottle holder. There is a small space for the holding. There is stick also in the door side. This is the inside of this, and then in the steering wheel there is an arrangement of dual tone color. There is a function keys over here in the steering wheel. There is the volume up down keys here, and this all these things arrangement in the steering is very nice. And this is the instrumental cluster. There is a RPM meter, and the kilometer is the analog meter, and there is in the middle there is a digital meter over here, and there is the selector mode is here. This is the selector mode for the average speed, all these things mentioned here. And in this the digital is the fuel and the temperature, all these things. And right now is the parking question. And there is option for these the mirror adjustment, and the left right mirror adjustment option is there. And here also there is a glass bottle holder is here for the cooling in the near these AC vents. in the dashboard is very nicely touched, black finish touch in the dashboard totally. And for the infotainment system, this it gives the 7 inches of the infotainment system, and there is options over here, all these things. There is a power button over here, and this is the air conditioner, auto climate control, air conditioning system, and there is function keys over here. In the transmission, they give the 5-speed auto transmission. This is the lever. There is written over here parking, reverse, neutral, and drive mode, all these things. This is the 5-speed transmission. For the better off-roading, there is a knob is there. For the right now the vehicle is in 2-wheel drive. This is the 4-wheel drive option for the 4-wheel drive, and all these things. And here also be the bottle holder is there, and there is a good armrest is over here. There is a and there is a small storage over here to store something, and there is a glove box over here, and there is inside for the power sockets over here for the charging purpose. In the down there is a very nice space for the glove box. This is the interior view of this, and the top there is a option for the glass holder over here. All these things is very nice in the arrangement of this Isuzu MU-X. In this model Isuzu MU-X, it gives the Isuzu DDI BGS diesel high power engine, and 3-liter diesel engine, 4-cylinder. And if we talk about this, the maximum power is it produces 130 kilowatt at 3600 rpm, and the maximum torque also be 380 newton meter at 4000 rpm. It's all about the engine. And the safety system, it gives 6 airbags in the safety systems. And in the transmission system, it gives 5-speed auto transmission with ECS, electric stability control, and TCS-Traction control system for the better off-road. In the braking system, it gives 4-channel ABS with EPD and EBA, emergency braking assistance, for the better off-road. Second row of this vehicle, let's get in. Quite enough space in the second row, is very nice. So let's get in. In the door side there is a leather arrangement, in the door side electric adjustment, in the bottle holder in the down side also. Right now I am in the rear side in the second row of this Isuzu MU-X. It's quite large space for the rear side in the rear. There is a quite enough space for the leg room as a headroom as well. For the rear side there is an option for the AC vents in the top, and there is a for the infotainment system there is a 7 inches of the foldable infotainment system, 7 inches of the infotainment system. And there is the AC knobs is over here. There are 2 lights, and in the rear side the leather seat arrangement is quite fair, and 3 people can sit comfortable. And here is the armrest over here. There is a 2 cup holder is here, and the central tone will also be the very down, as the off-road is very nice, and in the second row is quite fat. So let's get into the third row of this Isuzu MU-X. So let's see. This is the comfortable seats for the rear siders. Get in the third row. There is a 2-seat can be seat. So let's go. So right now I am in the third row of this Isuzu MU-X. It's quite enough space for the third row, for 2 people can be sit comfortable, and there is enough headroom. And for the third row people, there is a AC vents in the top side, this side also. And there is no armrest, but there is a cup holder is here, and here also with the 1-liter bottle holder is there, and it can be small things can be hold. And this is the bed seat belt is there. Overall the space overall for the space and the performance is quite good in the Isuzu MU-X. Boot space is quite enough space for the luggage holding. Initially it gives 180 liter of boot space. It can be extended to 230 liter of boot space. The third row seat can be folded. It can be extended to the 30 liter. The third row people, it gives the 12 volt DC socket over here for the charging purpose. After the fold up the third row seat, it can be extended to 230 liter of the boot space for the enough luggage space for the carrier. The interior design and the quality of this, the interior, all these things is quite nice, and the leather seat arrangement and with the transmission, with the 5-speed auto transmission is very nice. If comparison with the Toyota Fortuner and the Ford Endeavour, if price comparison is slightly 4 to 5 lakhs less than the Isuzu MU-X. And the Isuzu MU-X, there is a for the hill climbing and for the off-roading, there is a automated slightly the enhancement is very nice, and there is a knob for the 4-wheel drive and the 2-wheel drive option is there. So it's all about this. The front row of this, the Isuzu MU-X is very nice. If I rate this vehicle out of 10, I give the 9.5 of this